봐요. 좋은데요?
터치.
아니 뭐 약간 빨래를 잘못 하셨나봐요 혹시.
Taehyung's reaction in GQ interview shocks ARMYs around the world. Jimin's touch and BTS members' laughter suddenly goes viral. Hello, BTS fans all around the world. Welcome back to the BTS Fans channel, the place where millions of ARMY from different countries gather to talk about every unforgettable moment involving BTS, and especially the one and only Kim Taehyung. Wherever you are right now, maybe it is early morning, and the sunlight is slowly entering through your window. Maybe you are in the middle of a busy afternoon filled with work and responsibilities. Or maybe it is late at night, when everything around you becomes quieter, and the world feels a little calmer. But today, there is one small moment that suddenly made the entire internet stop for a second. 3 seconds. That is all it took. Just 3 seconds from an interview clip that, at first glance, looked completely ordinary. A relaxed conversation between friends. A small joke. A spontaneous touch. A short laugh. But within hours, that moment turned into something much bigger. Millions of ARMY around the world began replaying the same clip again and again. One brief touch from Park Jimin. One split-second reaction from Kim Taehyung. And one uncontrollable laugh from Jungkook. And suddenly, the internet exploded. Fans from Korea, Japan, Indonesia, America, and Europe began discussing the exact same question. What actually happened in that interview room? Why did Taehyung's expression change so quickly? And why did such a tiny moment feel so real, so natural, and so powerful that people could not stop watching it? Today on the BTS Fans channel, we are going to look deeper into this viral moment that took over ARMY communities across the world in March 2026. Because sometimes, the smallest moments reveal the most genuine sides of BTS. And this might be one of those moments. Before we continue the story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and activate the notification bell so you never miss any important stories about BTS and Kim Taehyung. And if you enjoy this kind of content, share this video with other ARMY around the world so more people can continue to see the warmth, humor, and sincerity that BTS always brings wherever they go. Now let's go back to the moment where everything started. March 2026 became another month filled with conversations for the K-pop world. Across various Korean social media platforms, especially large fan communities, a short interview clip suddenly began circulating rapidly. At first, it was just a casual video shared by fans. Nothing dramatic. Nothing controversial. Just 3 BTS members sitting together in a relaxed interview setting. Kim Taehyung, Park Jimin, and Jungkook. There were no bright stage lights, no intense performances, and no formal promotional atmosphere. Instead, the room felt comfortable. Relaxed. Almost like a group of close friends sitting together and remembering their journey. That relaxed energy is something ARMY has always loved about BTS. After more than a decade together, their conversations no longer feel like typical interviews. They feel like natural conversations between people who have shared years of memories, struggles, success, and growth. The interview began with a light-hearted question from the host. In a playful tone, the interviewer asked something unexpected. Which Kim lineage do you come from? The question immediately caused laughter in the room. Taehyung, known for his calm but playful personality, answered in a relaxed way that made everyone smile. His response carried that unique Taehyung charm, calm, confident, and slightly mischievous. At one point, someone jokingly added a comment about Taehyung's visuals. Taehyung is very handsome. I might freeze. The room instantly burst into laughter. Moments like this have always been common whenever BTS members appear together. Their humor does not feel forced. It appears naturally, often turning simple questions into funny and memorable moments. But the conversation became even more interesting when the topic shifted toward fashion. Specifically, Jimin's recent appearance at the Dior fashion show. As many fans know, Jimin's presence at Dior events has always attracted huge attention in the global fashion industry. His elegance, confidence, and unique aura have made him one of the most talked about idols in luxury fashion. During the interview, someone praised Jimin's appearance on the Dior stage. Jimin responded politely with a simple smile and a quiet thank you. But the conversation quickly turned funnier when someone mentioned the detail that many fans had noticed. Jimin's shirt. More specifically, the buttons. Someone jokingly pointed out that Jimin's shirt had been almost completely open during the event. The room exploded with laughter. Even Jimin himself could not hide his embarrassment and started laughing along with everyone else. It was one of those moments where the atmosphere became extremely relaxed. And then, something happened. Something very small, but very noticeable. While joking about the topic, Jimin suddenly reached out and lightly touched Taehyung's chest. The gesture looked completely spontaneous, almost like a playful way of emphasizing the joke. With a teasing tone, Jimin said something like, "Oh, you must be working out." It lasted only 1 second. Just one. But the camera captured Taehyung's reaction perfectly. For a split second, Taehyung's expression changed. He looked surprised. Then he laughed. But there was also a tiny hint of awkwardness in his reaction. It happened so quickly that most people in the room probably did not even notice it. But the internet did. And once ARMY noticed that 1 second reaction, everything changed. Within hours, the clip spread across social media platforms. Fans began slowing down the video, replaying it, analyzing Taehyung's facial expression frame by frame. Some fans said his reaction was simply a natural moment of surprise. Others believed it was just a playful interaction between close friends who have known each other for more than 10 years. But regardless of the interpretation, one thing became clear. People could not stop watching it. The moment quickly became viral across global ARMY communities. Thousands of comments appeared under the clip. Taehyung's reaction is priceless. That laugh from Jungkook makes everything even funnier. This is why BTS interviews are never boring. And speaking of Jungkook, his reaction was another reason why the moment became so memorable. Right after Jimin's playful touch and Taehyung's surprised expression, Jungkook suddenly burst into laughter. Not a polite laugh. Not a quiet chuckle. But a genuine, uncontrollable laugh that made the entire room feel even more relaxed. It was the kind of laugh that only appears when friends are completely comfortable with each other. And that energy is something fans immediately recognize. Because BTS has always been more than just a group. They are friends who grew up together. Friends who trained together. Friends who experienced the hardest and the most successful moments of their lives side by side. After the laughter settled down, the conversation continued in a completely different direction. Taehyung suddenly turned to Jungkook with curiosity. And he asked a question that nobody expected. "Jungkook, what do you usually sing in the bathroom?" The room immediately laughed again. It was such a random question. But Jungkook's answer made it even more surprising. "I don't listen to music in the bathroom." Taehyung looked genuinely shocked. He repeated the question again, as if he could not believe the answer. "You don't sing in the shower?" Jungkook calmly shook his head. "No." The entire room laughed once again. Because for fans, the idea that Jungkook, one of the most powerful vocalists of his generation, does not sing in the shower felt almost unbelievable. Moments like this remind fans why BTS interviews always feel special. Not because of dramatic news. Not because of big announcements. But because of the real conversations that happen between them. Later in the interview, the conversation turned nostalgic. Someone mentioned their past memories in Los Angeles. One of them asked with a warm tone, "Didn't we have a lot of fun in LA?" The answer came softly. "Yes, we really did." The room suddenly felt calmer. For a moment, it was not about jokes anymore. It was about memories. Those early international trips. Those first experiences performing outside Korea. Those long nights practicing, filming, traveling, and dreaming about the future. Then someone joked again. What if we all lived together in LA? Another voice added playfully. From now on we live in Taehyung's house. Jungkook immediately responded with an innocent tone. Wait, can I stay at your house for a while, Taehyung? Once again, the room exploded with laughter. Moments like this remind fans of something important. Behind the fame, the luxury brand collaborations, and the global stadium tours, BTS are still the same friends who enjoy teasing each other and laughing together. As the interview continued, the conversation returned to music, the heart of BTS. When asked which BTS songs new fans should listen to first, each member gave their own answer. Jimin chose On, known for its powerful energy and iconic performances. Namjoon once mentioned Run, a song that represents the emotional youth story of BTS's early era. Jungkook chose Dynamite, the song that introduced BTS to millions of new listeners around the world. Meanwhile, Taehyung chose several older songs, Fire, Just One Day, and Autumn Leaves. His choices felt nostalgic, like opening a photo album from BTS's early days, reminding fans where everything began. Perhaps that is why even the smallest BTS moment can become global news. For more than 10 years, millions of fans have grown with them, crying, celebrating, and sharing memories together. So when Taehyung, Jimin, and Jungkook sit in one room and laugh over a simple joke, it doesn't feel small. It feels meaningful. Because that is the real power of BTS. Even a 1-second reaction or a simple laugh can become a story that travels across the world. Thank you for watching on the BTS Fans channel. If you enjoyed this story, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you never miss the next BTS moment. Because one thing is certain. The story of Kim Taehyung never truly ends. And maybe, the next moment will be even more surprising.